filming this, and it's a pool party that is ridiculous money.
According to a new Instagram post from his daughter.
Shooting this, and it's a pool party that is ludicrous, as per another Instagram post from his girl. Karen, the Hollywood superstar, is recuperating from a new statement unexpected problem. Jamie Foxx had a ton of fans frightened when his well-being began circumnavigating the channel last year, and keeping in mind that many accepted it was an arbitrary demonstration of destiny, new proof has become visible that recommends somebody playing with the entertainer's life in the background. And obviously it's as a matter of fact. Sean Diddy comes clearly Jamie Foxx's own little girl believes that the previous Playboy attempted to get rid of her dad, and genuinely taking into account what we've all come to be aware of Diddy in the recent months, it doesn't sound totally made up, assuming that anybody's equipped for placing somebody in the emergency clinic. It's Diddy. Exactly what precisely did Jamie Foxx's girl say did Diddy sincerely attempt to end Jimmy? And is his life still in peril? How about we figure out once upon a time Jimmy and Diddy were truly close, yet they didn't necessarily begin that way. Before they became companions, Jime was attempting to get into music, and who preferred to request help over the individual who claimed the hip bounce scene should Diddy brushes. In a meeting with Stephen Colbert, Jamie uncovered I was attempting to get in music around then, so I would toss parties for an explanation. And in light of the fact that Diddy was so renowned in music, I had a studio in my home. Fans saw how Jamie had a radiance in his eyes. While discussing Diddy, it appeared as though he was a fanboy. You understand what's insane? I used to follow Diddy some time ago. When Diddy had each of the tunes out, he was so popular, we were unable to get into our own clubs at Law. Like we go in the clubs, you go with him. No, he would come from New York to LA, and I was unable to try and get in the club, 'cause he was so renowned, and not right presently Fox Diddy in here. And surprisingly, that was the very case. Mind you, this was back when Diddy's gatherings were extremely popular. Everybody and their grandmother would attempt to wind up at the Record Chiefs parties, somehow on the grounds that that was the spot to be some time ago, and Jime needed to partake in the activity. Terrible, not just for finding support with his music, yet in addition for extending his circles and reaching out to a few strong people in the business. Thus, what did he truly do? Well, he chased after the record leader in his vehicle. One day I flipped it on him. It appeared in a town. It was town vehicle days. I had a town vehicle, jumped out the town vehicle with a camera, said, "Yo, Puff, yo, you got to allow me to film the entire thing. We really want to report this Playboy." He was like a yo, let him through, and I'm similar to Oak, I'm through. And I had the enormous gun camera. It wasn't like this, sure, no doubt. I had the large Canon camera with the light and battery. A rehash that Puff. Thus I began spending time with Puff, like once upon a time, and very much like that. Jimmy pulled up a chair at a table anyway. Incidentally, he figured it would be smart to let people in general in on the activity too. Appears as though he missed the preparation where they let everybody know that what occurs in the Diddy Club stays in the Diddy Club. He began by uncovering the insane measure of cash Diddy used to spend on these gatherings. Hint, it's more cash than you and I would find in this lifetime. And he said, "Yo, Playboy, this party cost $1.5 million to toss. I'm similar to you. Utterly insane." Jamie likewise dropped the names of a few major names who end up going to Diddy's gatherings. DeRuth, Missy Elliott, Jay-Z, the Neptunes, and Kanye West. We're on that rundown, and I gaze upward, and I see Dr. Ruth. I couldn't say whether you know who that is, woman. I see Dada. I said, "Miss Ruth, might you at any point, if it's not too much trouble, come here? This person by name is seen. P.S. I really want you to come meet him. I want this for my camera, Dar Ruth." And Puff at the Beverly Slopes Inn pool. And shockingly, he figured out how to observe a few inquisitive things too, which left him speechless. I flipped the camera. This way there's the Mo and some youthful man. I don't have the foggiest idea what dude's identity is, so I said, "PFF, who that goodness that is the youthful feline?" Asked him. CHR. I said, "Cool." So I asked Eddie Morse, is it cool in the event that she said, sure you realize. It was presumably a wild night, to sure strangely it appears, as though Jamie was just uncovering a hint of something larger on the grounds, that lately fans have come to know a few stunning bits of insight about Diddy's scandalous gatherings on account of music maker Rodney Lilbar Jones, in his Dangerous Claim, portrayed Diddy's gatherings as insane complete with sex and unlawful substances. And get this to ensure that expression of his wild festival didn't get around Diddy pursued all partygoers. Consent to arrangements that expected them to keep up with their quietness anyway. What's truly upsetting is the stuff that Diddy truly got up to at these gatherings. As per Jones, he would compel youngsters to satisfy his cravings. And obviously laborers were guaranteed anyway. Fans are certain that individuals who went to these insane festivals and appreciated them to the fullest of the time are trembling in fear right now on the off chance that you missed it. Jones ruled on everybody's procession who committed the error of truly venturing foot inside Diddy's home. Evidently, Diddy has stowed away cameras in each room, which essentially implies he has the ability to end the vocations of every individual who went to his gatherings and got dependent upon some obscure stuff. The claim Red Combs has accounts of a few VIPs, craftsman music name chiefs and competitors participating in criminal behavior. These people were recorded without their insight and assented. Additionally, said Mr. Combs has compromising film of each and every individual who hosts went to his oddity off gatherings and his local gatherings. Assuming these charges are accepted to be valid, it checks out why Diddy would need to keep a tight security around his gatherings and why he would be pissed about Jay flapping his gums to the media. Perhaps that is the reason 50 Penny said he wouldn't be gotten dead at a Diddy party. That is the thing. I be showing up for the puffy party. You can HU for the textual style in the back. A similar time you discussing look assuming you into that I'm fine with everything. I'm simply say like awkward. I assume I have a place in young ladies. __. Like there yet, that is not all. Jamie additionally wrongly spilled the tea about a contention that went down between him, Diddy, and his sweetheart at the time, Jennifer Lopez Puyinger. And she blew up. I saw at the Grammys. And she was annoyed with me. Now you realize I know Jennifer from the Residing Variety. You realize she was the fly young lady. And all that like that I'm saying we return. You understand what I'm talking about. I recall before the JL. You realize I recollect when it was hello ho I'm serious who attempting to prompt on me. I'm like hello ho. I recall before the J was he ho. And she just was genuine annoyed with me. Clearly he kidded about JLo not being having the option to sing, which didn't land with the target group. However, Jimmy really tried to apologize for his words. Quite possibly Diddy could have held resentment since the entertainer did sort of pursue somebody he was dating yet. I approached behind the stage at the G. I'm say hello. Jay, you understand what's up? She me with a thump box. Yo, G Jennifer JLo. You know he you understand what's up. I'm frantic at you distraught. I am so